Hi everyone, this is Lee, and today's conversation is all around understanding the 5 actions to build that inner confidence within yourself so you can launch that amazing online course idea. It takes persistence to go through that roller coaster ride as an online entrepreneur. And there's so much BS marketing out there that sometimes it may be leaving you feeling frustrated again as you start to look at the social media matrix that promised you that you would have an overnight success. So the first action I want to talk about today is having a willingness to take action. Sometimes we can be really fearful about stepping out of our comfort zone and stepping into unfamiliar territory. So you may be experiencing you're holding back. And when you start to hold back, then you start to doubt yourself and you feel that indecisiveness because you haven't truly committed to taking action. So whether it is doing a Facebook Live or doing a post or doing a launch or anything at all, it's important to take action. The second action is to please acknowledge your past achievements. So many times we don't actually stop and actually celebrate our small wins. Sometimes we're so focused on the destination that we're not enjoying the journey along the way as well. And at times, I don't know about you, but I certainly become quite hard on myself as well. So please acknowledge your achievements along the way and celebrate them as well. Even those baby steps that you take. So maybe you've completed a nurture sequence or an email sequence, and you've done a good job with that sequence as well. But do you stop and acknowledge yourself for it, or you're just waiting to the destination or when you get clients onto your program? And the third action is create boundaries and stand by them. I know that when I went into business, my parents were horrified. They came from the belief system that you should stay in a job for the rest of your life, you retire, you get your gold watch, you live in a house with a white picket fence around it, and that's how life is about. There was no talk about passion or excitement or enjoyment. It was very much get to work, have a home, have a family, and die. So when I told them they went into business in 2001, they were horrified. And you know what? Up until today, I've been in business 20 years and they've never had a conversation around my business with me. They never asked me about how my business is going or anything. But it's really important to have those boundaries. So how I managed that state, because my family weren't supportive and they didn't want to get into conversations with me around business, I made sure that I'd limited my time with my family. And of course, I never brought up the topic of business for them, or I never discussed the business to them because I knew that they wouldn't be supportive. And I really needed to be surrounded by people who were going to uplift me and encourage me when I first started my businesses. Now, the fourth action is all about being very mindful of your self-talk and also the language that you use. Have you ever sat down and listened to the conversations around you? I know for me, probably about 80% of people who are outside of my circle, they talk about drama. They talk about everything that they don't want. They don't really talk about what they do want or anything like that. They stay with negative talk. So they'll put themselves down. They won't accept acknowledgements. They'll talk about everything that's wrong. So instead of talking about their goals and aspirations, they talk about what they want. So if I'm thinking about the negative or I'm thinking about the things that are going wrong, then I'm going to see more of the negativity and the things that are going wrong outside of me because I'm searching for that as well. I'm training for that as well. So therefore, I need to change my way of thinking so I start to talk about the things that I want, the things that I want to achieve, and then the art of law of attraction or manifestation or whatever you believe in out there, all of a sudden you start to see those possibilities and opportunities of what you want to achieve to actually come in front of you so you can take action. And the word here is action, to actually take action and to move forward and grab those opportunities and possibilities, which will lead you towards the destination that you're looking for your business as well. And the fifth action is about having a support system around you in place. So it's really hard and we feel really lonely as an entrepreneur. And at times, you may need to have someone who's going to uplift you and encourage you as well. So this is where it's really, really important to be in communities or to have a mentor or a coach or accountability buddy or someone who becomes your go-to people. These are the people that you actually, call up when you need to, especially during a launch when you start to have those anxiety or the doubts because you got no sales on the first day and you're expecting all these sales to happen, and you start to take the foot off a pedal almost, instead of keep on going along the way as well. So make sure you've got that support system in place. It really makes a big difference when you've got someone who you can bounce ideas off, you've got someone to hold you accountable as well, someone to encourage you and someone to inspire you to keep moving forward as well. So let's recap those 5 actions. The first one is having a willingness to take action. The second one is to acknowledge your achievements. The third one, make sure you set those really strong boundaries so that you also take a stance as well. The fourth one is be aware of the type of language that you use, especially your self-talk to yourself. And always the fifth one is have a support system in place. Take care and talk to you soon. Bye.